Page 181, this is a review for this unit. So let's just briefly go through it. I don't know that I'm going to cover everything in here, but at least I'll give you an idea what's going on, I hope. Number 1, in the measures below, so far so good, draw a whole note above the given note at the indicated harmonic interval. So we know what a whole note is, I hope, and it's the harmonic interval. So the question is, what's a harmonic interval? An interval is distance between two notes, and harmonic is when you're playing them at the same time. It's harmony. Remember, melodic interval is one after the other. So the whole note you draw is going to be directly above it, not after it. That's melodic. Harmonic is above it. Okay. So then they give you a G on the first one here, and they want you to do a sixth above it, an interval of a sixth. And it's nice if you can look at the music and just know what it is. If you have to, you picture a keyboard in your mind and you count up. That's what I used to do in college. So a G is here. That's 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it would be an E. So you draw a whole note in the E spot directly above the G. Not after it, above it, because it's harmonic interval, not melodic. The second one is an F, and they want you to go a fourth up. Now we're just using white keys here, I assume. That they didn't give any key signatures or nothing. Because otherwise, if I'm in the key of F and I want a fourth up, that's a B flat. Because in the key of F, it's a B flat. But if I'm just using white keys, I'm just going to do a B. So I'm not using any accidentals here. We're just the notes. So it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, it's a B here. So you can do those. That fourth one is an eighth, or is an octave. An interval of an eighth is called an octave. Whichever, same difference. So you just go up an octave. Okay. Number 2, identify the major and minor keys represented by each of the signatures by writing the major key and the minor key in the blanks. Okie doke. So again, major key, let's just, if you don't have memorized yet, oh my God, I don't know what I'm doing. I've been there, done that. Just review. If it's a sharps in the key signature, you go up one note from the last sharp, and that gives you the major key. So in 3 sharps, the last sharp is a G sharp. Doesn't matter which G sharp you use, a G sharp. You go up one note, it's an A, so you're in the key of A major. So we already got the major key figured out. The minor key, you go down 3 steps in the scale. A major is here, and you go down 3 steps. 1, 2, 3. Remember to stay within the key signature of the key you're in, and we're in 3 sharps here, so it's 3 sharps. So it's F sharp. F sharp minor is the key with 3 sharps in it, the minor key. So A major and F. Okay. You do all the sharps the same way. Don't let all these sharps they show you. Oh my God! Just take the last sharp and go up one note, and then count down a third from there, and you got the minor. Now with the flat, you do the next to the last flat, or you go down a fourth from the last flat, an interval of fourth. So in that second one with 4 flats, the last flat is a D flat, but the next to the last flat is an A flat. So that's it. It's in the key of A flat. A flat. And if you want the minor, you go down a minor third or a third. Just stay within the key. 1, 2, 3, F minor. F minor has 4 flats. Isn't this neat how this works? Let's do another one. Let's go over there to the third to the last measure. There's 1 flat in the key signature. Well, you can't use the next to the last flat because there's only 1 flat. But you can go down a fourth from B flat. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it's an F. Or you can just memorize 1 flat in the key signature is the key of F major. If you can do the scales on these, that I have found is much more reliable and faster of knowing what the key signatures are, or knowing what the keys are. So 1 flat is F major. And if you go down 3 from that, 1, 2, 3, it's D minor. It's the minor. Figure them all out the same way. So no matter how tricky they're trying to get or whatever, you use those systems and it will work for you. Number 3, identify the quality, oh good Lord, quality now, of each chord by writing M for major, A for augmented, little m for minor and D for diminished. Well, okay, let's review this. What's going on? Just to review now. Let's go back to C major because it's got no sharps or flats. It's easier to see it. When you have a triad, and that triad is made up of a major third and a minor third, it is a major triad. The question is, what's a major third and a minor third? Well, a major third is 4 half steps. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 half steps, and a minor third is 3 half steps. 1, 2, 3. A major third and a minor third is a major triad. All across the board, doesn't matter what they're throwing at you, just major triads. Okay, a minor triad is a minor third and a major third. They switched them. So a minor third, 3 half steps, and a major third is 4 half steps. Minor triad. Okay. An augmented is a major third and a major third. Stacked up. You're taking a major triad and moving that top note up and turning that minor third into a major third. That's an augmented triad. 2 major thirds. And diminished, you can probably guess, is 2 minor thirds. So I take the minor triad, I take the top note down 1 and turn this from a major third to a minor third. That's a diminished triad. Oh, there. So let's do this. We got the first one. It's a D, F sharp, and A sharp. We already know it's not major or minor. And you can tell the major is here, and that's one note above it. It's a major third and a major third. Remember, 4 half steps. 1, 2, 3, 4. And here, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 4 half steps. So that's augmented. The next one is here. Hopefully you just know that's a major triad. That's what it is. And then the third one is here. So what is this? Well, you have a minor third and a major third. Remember, that's a minor triad because a major triad's that. And then a major triad, and you can do this. Yeah. Now, number 4 on page 182 or whatever page it's on in your book. Identify the major scale below by writing the names on the line. Write the right hand, the fingerings on above the staff and the left hand fingering below the staff. They want to make sure that you know what the key you're doing, what scale you're doing, and the fingering for it. So hopefully you're doing the scales. The first one is 1 flat. Remember that's F major. Of course, you can always take the first note they give you, and that's the key. So just that's an F. 3 lines below the treble clef is a F. You should know that note. Memorize up to 3 ledger lines above or below a staff. Just know that's an F. So, and you got the F. And the fingering for the right hand, if you've been doing it, is 1, 2, 3, 4. Because normally it would go 1, 2, 3, 1, but we can't do that because the black key's in the way. So it's here. So the thumb is playing here and here. And the other finger do the rest. You're ending on a 4th. Yeah. So it's here. You're ending on 4th. Left hand's the same fingering as most of the other scales. You're here. Here, and then 4. So the thumb is playing C and F, except you're starting with little finger. Little finger's a starting finger. So it's here. Okay. The second one is 4 sharps. If you, again, take the last sharp, up one, you got it, or you can use the first note they give you, is an E. It's E major. And here now the fingering in the right hand is pretty much, you're doing that. E, A, E, A. That's what the thumb plays, and the other fingers take care of the rest. Here, okay, in the left hand, same thing. Same thing. So the thumb is playing B and E. All right, and you do the others. Let me know if you have questions. Number 5, identify the major key by writing the name on the line above it, the staff. Then using whole notes write the triad indicated by the Roman numeral. Wow, isn't this delightful? Okay, again, what key are we in? We've already been through this. You can figure it out. This is bass clef now. But it doesn't matter as far as the key goes, sharps and flats in the key signature. The clef sign could be anything. They just, you've got the last one is a C sharp, and you go up one, so you're in the key of D major, right? And so you want a 2 chord in the key of D major. So 1, 2, so it's here. So it's an E, G, B. So you put it right in whole notes, an E, G, B in there, in bass clef now. The second one is 1 flat, which is a key of F major. Hopefully you know that. And they want a 4 chord. Well, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. That would be here. So it would be a B flat chord. So you write in whole notes for a B flat, a D, and an F. The third one is E major, and they want a 3 chord. Well, just count out 1, 2, 3, and stay within the key. E major has 4 sharps. It says so right there. So just make sure you got the right sharps. So it's here, and then the next note up, and then here. So it's this chord. A G sharp, a B, and a D sharp. So because every other note in the scale. So it's there's an A, and a B, and a C, and a D sharp. Here. Yeah, let's do all those sharps there. So in this one, there's 6 sharps in it, but it doesn't matter. Take the last sharp and go up a note. The last sharp is an E sharp here. Go up a note. It's an F. So it's an F sharp. You're in the key of F sharp major here. So you're using all of the black keys, plus you're sharping the E's, which is an F. So everything is sharped except the B. It's the only natural note you got in it. And here they want a 6 chord. So in the key of F sharp major, count up 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's the chord in every other note. 6. So we're here, here, here. So that's a 6 chord. In the key of F sharp major. It's a 6 chord. A D sharp, an F sharp, and an A sharp. Can't be using flats here because it's sharps in the key signature. You gotta use sharps. That gets a little tricky on that one. And you see that in the Roman numerals, sometimes it's capital letters and lowercase letters. Again, that's capital for major and lowercase for anything else. So in that 4 chord in that second major, well, it's a major chord. Here, it's a major chord. And the 1 chord is a major chord. So the 4, the 1, and the 5 chord are all major chords. Everything else is either minor or diminished or some other thing. So it's all lowercase letters. Number 6, finally, using whole notes, write the indicated chord in root position. First inversion and second inversion. Ugh. Okay. Oh, how fun. Isn't that a wrong attitude? Well, all right, bass clef now. I suggest you come down to here. So use the G as the bottom line on the bass clef. Use that G to start with. And then first inversion, you just put G on top. And second, you put the B on top. That's all you're doing. F is here. F is right below the staff. You come down. You got to have room for the inversion. So if you start here, then by the time you get up here, you're using a lot of ledger lines. So just start low enough so you can get there. A flat minor, so we're here, and then you just go up. Remember the chord, it's a minor third and a major third. Then you have E major, and C sharp minor. So you can figure those out, I hope. If you have any questions, well, ask your teacher. I don't want to deal with it.